Hey, hey, hey. Magic Unicorn of ONPASSIVE. What day is it? Fantastic Friday. Yes, it is. Anyway, today we have Marty and Chris live. Yes, we do. You gotta say it. Say it. Marty and Chris live. Don't forget to subscribe, ring that bell, and give them a thumbs up. See you inside. Look at that idiot. You got a freaking 63-year-old man doing that. Hey, thank you, everybody. And it is the 13th, Friday the 13th. Whoa. Friday the 13th of October. And one of the things, well, I watched a guy on YouTube. This just hit me. I can't remember who it was. When the name comes up, I'll let you guys know. It's an old motivational type guy. I call him inspiring people. And you know what he said? He said, when things get tough, learn the skills to deal with it. Don't pray that it goes away. In other words, the worse it gets, work on beating what the problem is. And I was thinking, while he was doing the speech and going through your travel, and if you want to better yourself and move forward and push ahead, the outcome is so much better. That's our CEO. It's what he did. I remember him saying, you know, people that don't understand success or wanting to change things or have a paradigm shift, it doesn't come, oh, well, I mean, it doesn't just happen. These things that change the world, they don't just happen. If they were that easy, everybody would do it. You could name with both hands, probably for the last 100 years, of people that changed the world out of billions of people. Why is that? Because there's very few people that say, I want it no matter what it takes, do or die. Right? I've learned a lot from Mr. Mupara, business wise, blown me away because not a lot, I've learned different. I was in the other business world, and to see something like this, it's going to flip things. And because I was in the other so hard, and not not top management, but above middle, and worked with people. I worked with investors. I worked with people that were stockholders and all that, up pretty darn close, and listening and watching and how they work, and then seeing Ash and what he's doing. I get it. I get that there's this guy going up the current, not going with it. That's rough stuff. Imagine going over White Rapids reverse. It's hard enough going down as you're trying to come back. But that's what he's saying. And another thing, when you surround yourself like he did, like we're doing it on Passive, like we did last night. We played Trivia Pursuit. It was a lot of fun, a lot of competition. Everybody wants to win, but it goes back and forth. The women got us beat probably, I don't know, 7-4. I don't know. Last night we did win, but how I feel like we won is we got along. We got along. Sometimes your powerhouses are there or they're not there. I answer a few, Chris answers a few, nothing. We're not going to light off bottle rockets. I know that. But it's neat stuff. It shows that everybody knows something a little different. But really, I grew up on the street I'm on now. I moved here when I was 4 years old, got out, got married, had all my kids, and wound up coming back here. And I look at the street now, there's no little kids. And I'll tell you the difference. When my grandkids go out and play basketball, we have one of those portable basketball hoops, and we put it at the end of the driveway. Somebody has to go out there and sit with them, and that's sad. I used to go outside when the sun came up, and I came home when it was dark. And probably since I was 7, I stayed on the street, but they didn't have to worry. My dad left the keys in the car. Now we have to sit out there with Shorty because we're afraid somebody pull up and grab them. That's sad, but that's a negative world. Where I'm leading to is in your life, if when you're around negative people, you just get that yucky feeling, stop hanging around them. Because there's one thing I found out, and I've read about it, I've talked to Chris about it. When you're with people that are positive, think positive, believe it or not, it will inspire you to do the same. You know, I watched a guy, I don't know if it was on PBS or whatever, and he just showed a head, and the head was the front part was the front part of the head was a wall and a door, and there was a guy standing in front of the door, and it was the subconscious. And I talked about this many times. I'm gonna do it again. I get different audience anyway. And that subconscious guy was only letting negativity in. If something positive came, the guard at the door didn't recognize. No, you can't come in. But negative could, down and out. I can't. I won't. I can't do that. I'm not able. I'm looking for that one liner excuse. We've all done it. But the man that was talking, the guy that was a really sharp guy, he said, "Look, you have to fire him. You have to get rid of the guard. And the only way to do that is bombard him with positivity. And eventually he'll retire or fall or hit the ground. And he'll be replaced with a guard that only lets positive in. With unpassive, that's what happened. That's why I say the power of unpassive is the people. Because no matter what you say, anything about unpassive, Connect, best of the best of the best. And it sounds like, from what Az said, even better, even more features. But you know how good Connect is without people? Zero. It's nothing. It doesn't work. You can't start it. You can't use it. People, the feelings that it's going to give people, that's what's going to sell Connect. And anybody that hasn't tried Connect, get in, get a 14-day free trial, and mess with it with your family and your children. And I'm going to say this, and I don't say it unless I mean it. Guaranteed you'll like it. Guaranteed your children will have fun with it. You can use it for learning. You can use it for any other type of education. You can share things on it. But if you've got your children who are gadget prone, I watched Shorty, right? He's a whole whopping 3'9", play a game that was so complicated, and he's doing it like it's nothing. Click, 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 click. I'm going, what the freak? I can't even keep up. But that's what they grew up. That's the age they grew up. Get them into something that is more. It's complicated, but it's user friendly. So anyway, surround yourself with people that are positive. Yeah, you know what makes you feel good? Being with somebody that truly wants the best for you, right? They want the best for you. Ask for a mate on passive so you can have the best things in life. Monetarily, yes, that's going to happen. Products, yes. And now what do we have? Last night we played trivia, 60 people, maybe, right? We're all friends. We laugh. We can kid without anybody taking it personally, right? It goes on all the time. All the time. I mess with Chris, he mess with me, and we mess with them, whatever, mess with her, they mess with us, and it makes it fun. It's just fun. It's like one big family. So start taking the time, especially if anybody's watching us outside of Unpassive, you go, well, these people are freaking nuts. You're probably right. We are a little bit nuts. But I just want to say, being nuts is fun. Being nuts doesn't mean you're stupid. It means you're open. The other night a gentleman came on. I'm not going to say his name. It doesn't matter. And he was telling the story, and he started getting choked up and tears in his eyes. And Chris said one thing that I believe too, 100%. He said, "Now that's a man. A real man can cry. Obviously, you see my big behind cry in front of 20,000 people. Okay, I didn't do it just in front of 5, right? But the point is, yeah, if you can't show your emotions, and I mean from one extreme to the other, what are you hiding it for? I mean, who do you think you are? I've seen guys, no kidding, you sit in a meeting with them, and they got the $2,000 suit. They're really clean. You think, wow, he doesn't have a problem. He's a real man's man. Oh, he's not. He's a little boy that happened to grow up. And when you get to meet him without anybody around, he's got fears. He worries about things. Now, does he put on a show? Yeah, absolutely. But you know what the real man is? He doesn't put on a show. I can cry. Chris can cry. We know that guy the other night. He can be serious. He can cry. He can do. It's called life. He lives. I want to live. I don't have to worry about what emotion might come out because I'm a man. That's a bunch of crap. It's absolutely crap. A real man could be who he is 100%, 360, not 180. Anyway, wanted to get through that. Let me bring up we have 355 people here, 353, which is pretty cool. Put the chat up here so we can see people chatting, some to us, some to each other. Don't just walk by with 900 pounds of steaks. Guys, Costco, get it, cut it yourself. Oh, big savings, especially if you're a carnivore. Anyway, it's called the lion diet. All right. As you know from the update, I got calls yesterday, not as many as Chris, but I got some calls. I got some emails. People are asking questions. Do me a favor. I haven't asked you to do this in a long time. I want you to share this video, share this live, because I want to say something, and Chris is going to cover it too, because we talked about it when we came on. People are coming to me and Chris and other people asking questions that Mr. Mufara covered. Now, I could understand if there was a meeting and you couldn't make it and you were working or whatever. All of this is recorded, and it's on minimum 20 channels. And as said, 100% of everything that he could say that we would understand. In fact, if you use your imagination, you're going to go, oh my God, I feel bad that I was even wondering what was going on. Because he starts off with this: I've been to hell and back. In fact, we frequently visit there every day. And if he says that, trust me, take your bad day and trade it in. 22. 22 steaks, guys. Hold on. Anyway, let me have a moment. All right, where's my cigarettes? Anyway, hold on. So, watch the video. Watch the video. Well, I don't know why people get in this panic. Guys, we've been here. The company's been here over 5 years. Trust me. If it was going to shut down, it was going to run, these are things that would not be going on. Are you ready? They wouldn't be spending millions a month. Check. They wouldn't be signing contracts with princes. They wouldn't be signing contracts with major players around the world. Check. they wouldn't be in different companies with different locations and paying for the people that work there, the benefits for the people that work there, paying for the company, paying the electric bill, the water bill, feeding lunch or dinner to the employees. Yeah, giving cars away as a bonus for doing good work. Check. All right, we're not going anywhere. And remember what Ash said. Go watch it, and you won't have the anxiety. I don't understand the anxiety yet. Yes, we're human. Things could happen. For one thing, we could be living in Gaza and Israel, but we're not. That's a bad day. Anything less than that, just calm down. We're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. We're going to be better than okay. We're going to be great. And believe that. I can't make you believe it, but just look at evidence. What we are so quick to listen to somebody that doesn't have a freaking clue than seeing the facts for ourselves. I never understood that. Yeah, but so and so said this is blank, blank, blank. Who the frick is that? Who is it? Roger, Walter Cronkite? I mean, come on, no, it's some bimbo or blockhead that just makes up statements. Yeah, but this person's after me, the government, or this is that. So what? Do yourself a favor. Go look up online how many people had the government after them. All the countries. Right now. And they're flourishing. I can make an accusation about anything. I've seen it happen. Hey, this guy did this. Everybody believes it. Hey, this happened. Everybody believes it. Why is that? Why is there always that mob mentality? Mob mentality creates damage to people. Remember Jesus Christ? That was a mob mentality. It had to happen to save our souls. I get it. But it was a mob mentality. One yelled something, the second one heard it, it must be true. The third one heard it. Next thing you know, you got thousands of people chanting, do something bad. That's life. Are you are you the crowd, or are you an individual that thinks freely? Seriously, think about it. 50 people saying something doesn't make it right. 1,000 people saying something doesn't make it right. Right makes it right. Take the time to get the information and really find out what's going on. It's there. And I don't mean Google everything. I want to say this one more, I'm going to say this 1,000 more times. If you Google something, it is a search engine. That's what it's called. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of search engines. They make a lot of money. Money choke a horse. They're not truth engines. The most popular search is at the top. They're not obligated to tell you, hey, what we search for you, when you punch it in, page one, everything on here is the truth. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's just an answer. Your job is to find out if the answer is correct. So you do a little due diligence. You prove that against something else, and then use your common sense. And if you're a positive person, you'll see a ray of sunshine in it and go, this is what the person meant. Or you could be negative. Don't look at anything else. Here's something negative. Go, oh, it must be true. Hearing negativity from a complete stranger is freaking bizarre to me. Hey, Johnny Franklin just said this and this and this. Ooh, shoot. Isn't he related to Abraham Lincoln? Get the frick out. He's just a jackass. I don't know who he is. Who cares? Negative people thrive off of that. That is their battery. That's their charger. There's people that get up in the morning and they're just, Man, I got to find something negative. I got to cause some kind of trouble. I feel like crap. No joke. Then there's positive people that knock those people out of their way, and they're mentally just get the freak out of my way. You're a worthless human being. Get out of my way. I have no time for you. Those are the movers and shakers. You know what they're called? Founders. And by the way, there's going to be millions of more people. They won't be called founders, and I can't wait till they get rid of the founder name because none of us are founders. We were guides. We shared a business. We shared an idea that we believed in. Okay, that's what we did. Some did it more, some did it less, but that's all we do. So let's keep the faith. Surround yourself with positive people. Trust me, if you surround yourself with positive people and always look at the bright side. You know what Ash told me one time? When he meets somebody for the first time, he automatically looks at the good in the person. What do you do? What do I do? What do people do? Do you go to people automatically skeptical? Do you know how much you're missing by doing that? I've done it. I've done it. And then if you took the time to listen, you go, oh my God, was I wrong or what? But why even enter that way? Enter it positively. Just listen and say, this guy's going to have something good to say. This woman has something good to say. And if you listen, you might be surprised how often you'll hear something and go, oh my God, I can't believe that came out of that person. That's why I went in ONPASSIVE for going on 5 years. Because this started for me years ago. Because it drove me insane to build any business online and know that I'm trampling over the people to get to the top of the hill. You know the dirt I'm digging out? It's people. It's not dirt. And the dirt that falls back in, it's not dirt, it's people. So you shovel through people to dig this hole you need. And as some people fall back in, you don't care. Because you can shovel more people out than anybody else. That makes you a guru. Sorry, I don't want to be in that game anymore. In here, you put your hand down in the hole, people grab it, you bring them up, they put their hand down in, and we all bring people up. That's a team. That's a company that I want to be with. That's ONPASSIVE. That's the beauty of the company. Anyway, go watch the video with Ash Vivara, please. Pass this around, guys. Share it if you can. We want people to go watch the video. There's here's the problem. Some of you are getting advice from other founders that add a little twist to it. That twist is messed up. I've heard people say something like going, that isn't what was said. So go to the source, please. They're on 20 channels. So go do that, please. And I'm going to turn it over to Chris. I don't have a lot to say today. And wait a minute.
There's no hummingbird there.
There's no hummingbird there. All right, go.
Very good, Marty. Wow, you said a lot again. I'm upset right now, and I got to point out, someone wrote the most horrific negative comment I've ever seen in the chat. Unbelievable. Okay, it was a test. No one wrote anything bad, but every one of you rushed to see what that comment is. See how you're attracted to negativity? There is 50 million great comments that bring me up, that inspire me to keep doing what I'm doing in this thing. But I just wanted to show you how easy it is to be tricked. And I guarantee even Marty Degarmo went in there, oh, I'll get this guy. Well, I want to see what he has to say. Do you understand that? This is how negative people work. It's very creative. It's very, very creative by someone getting your attention by saying, hey, man, you ain't going to believe it. There's a guy laying in the street, his arms over there, his legs over there. You want to run and see that kind of stuff. But you miss the beautiful trees. You miss the lady growing that beautiful garden because you're constantly looking for the negative. Don't go looking for negative, even when negative people tell you it's there. Don't look for it. And I just proved myself right I'm laughing because I know probably 100% of you went through the chat say, oh, I got to see this. I got to see this. I love Wilton. Hello, big brothers. Keep up the good job you guys are doing. And Marty took it off, but great message. That's inspiring. You see, inspiring people inspire each other, and it keeps going. It keeps going. Negative people already have one foot in the grave, and they're trying to grab your arm to pull you in with them because they're lonely at the bottom. All right. There's some people you just can't lift up to the top. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is, and that's good. But let's forget about the negativity since I won that trivia right there that you all looked. Well, Lister, I knew it. I didn't look, CJ. Okay, I believe you. We'll discuss that on the trivia tonight. By the way, great game, ladies. It was actually a lot of fun. We did win, but you guys have still won a lot more than we did, so it's all good. But I still like having fun with it. Let's talk about a passive here. Everyone's texting me. I didn't look. You all look. Don't tell me that. All right. I was thinking of something. I always think usually when I talk to Marty a couple minutes before we go live, and I'm like, well, you just talk and something's going to click in my brain. There's a million things that I would like to talk about. And what came in my mind today, because I was up since 4 o'clock this morning. I slept 3 good, strong hours after trivia, woke wide awake, and I said, I'm just going to get up and start my day. And the first thing I did is I grabbed my phone. I really go check out my back office first thing. And then I usually kick on YouTube or TikTok, see what's going on with the world, because that's really where I get my news. And all I seen when I turned on TikTok was fear. I go to YouTube, I see fear, F-E-A-R, fear. And then I again thought about ONPASSIVE. What is ONPASSIVE really doing for us? It's a good question. And I said, of course, talking to myself, because really I'm the only one that listens to me lately, but that's okay. I'm talking to myself saying, what's my fear? And let me tell you something. My fears used to be, man, if I wake up, I hope I have a job tomorrow. Wow. If I don't have a job, how am I going to make my house payments, my car payments, my boat payments? How am I going to get my kids through school? How am I going to feed my kids? What happens if another big something breaks out and we got to get locked in our homes again? Fear, man. This is what ONPASSIVE, my new thing, is going to take away that fear. And let me throw you some examples. As we come out with our new products, which Mr. Mafara says once we get going here, it's going to be product after product. And we've heard him talk about these products. One of them is O Academy, okay, which is coming. We know we got O Connect, which we're having fun with every day. And then I'm thinking, there is a million families out there that have fear of their kids going to school. Marty's talked about it, getting them out of the school system, setting up something. Now, I know personally many of my friends homeschool their kids, right? But can you imagine having the fear of your kids, because you don't know what's going on, school shootings, all the bad stuff always. But you can sit your kid right in the safety and comfort of your own home, turn on O Academy, and that child can learn anything they want. There's one fear gone. Fear of losing your job. All right. I've said since I started, make ONPASSIVE your plan B. Even though it's going to turn into your plan everything, make it your plan B. So I would go out and I would talk to people. Listen, I was an auto worker. You just saw what they're going through now. Strikes, part shortages, downsizing every year. It's huge. You just never know. And that's just auto workers I'm talking about, because I come from that world. I don't come from the world of people that maybe make half as what I make, much as I made. And they call me, Chris, man, I just got laid off. Wow. Worst thing I want to hear. This is another fear. Even though I was retired, I want to lose Get people not be afraid of this. Come into ONPASSIVE. Have a plan B, because I'm telling you, rough times are coming for some of these businesses in this world with technology, and we don't really know which way it's going to go. But I do know which way ONPASSIVE will take you. Another fear eliminated. You got a backup plan. All right. Even having a great 401k isn't a backup plan. But ONPASSIVE, I think, is going to create 401ks. It's going to increase. Another fear we have, if I get sick and I don't have insurance because I just lost the job and they took my insurance away. I'm gonna relate back to Marty again. I don't ever want to have to worry or be in fear of not having enough money to pay for things when I need it. Another fear that ONPASSIVE is going to eliminate. Now, people say, well, how can you say that, Chris? Why? I've already witnessed happen in the last 3 weeks of how this company is really going to go. Yeah, we got a little, I don't even want to call it a glitch. We got a little issue that's going to be addressed. But I already seen how this company is going to work and what it's going to do. Something that I had no fear of talking about for 3.5 years. Let ONPASSIVE take your fears away. Let ONPASSIVE in your future as we get going, watch them. I never ever once, nor has anyone on this panel or Ashmafar himself said, quit your job, which I get text messages. Chris, I quit my job last week. Man, please don't do that. Now I got a fear. All right. I know what ONPASSIVE is going to do, but it's not going to do it on day one for you. All right. You need your job right now. Don't just quit your job. You got to be smart about it. For some reason, there's a few people I'm not calling. They made their own choice. Don't quit your job. Hang on to it. All right. As ONPASSIVE builds up, it's just like me. I worked and I saved a little bit money each week, a little bit more each week. I built it up so that someday, if something bad happens, I have a cushion. There's another fear. ONPASSIVE is going to be your cushion for all these things. I've already seen it, and it's hard for me to explain to it because maybe you haven't, but I know a lot of people, when things were moving, were getting commissions. And I kept saying, just times that by 100, times that by 1,000, times that by 10,000, because there's no cap. There's no cap. It keeps going. All right. Ashmafar is smiling, even though there's a little stoppage, even though he's working around the clock, even though he hasn't got a haircut. He's smiling because he knows exactly what is coming our way. I love that he said that yesterday. On Wednesday. You wouldn't be able to handle the numbers if you saw them. You'd probably go into shock. And all the years I've worked for Ford, I never heard the Ford say, hey, Chris, you're going to be in shock because how much you're going to earn from this company. No. That's just not how businesses work. Ashmafar has taken the average business and turned it around. He turned it around. He cut it open. He reversed it. He sliced it. He sliced all the bad pieces of the cake out of there. There was some rotten pieces of cake in a lot of these businesses. Actually, in the world, which he calls corruption. When Ashmafar cooked his cake, it was perfect. So when he says, and we normally say over here, get a piece of the pie. He's using cake, which I kind of like. Another different term because we're unique. The pie that Ashmafar has designed has got all the ingredients to take away your fears. And this is what the rest of the world is seeing right now. These elite people that are coming in. All right, believe it or not, even super elite people have fears. And I have a saying, once you fly first class, you never want to go back to coach. And these are the elite people saying, oh, no, I'm in first class. I'm staying there. This is a passive thing. This is beautiful. I got to get into this. And this is, you don't see it. We don't see this, but you're gonna. Ashmafar said, I got all these people. I got them over here. Pretty soon I'm going to release the hounds. And where do they got to go? Again, people's fear. I had a guy analyzing, well, I'm only going to get this or that. And I said, well, what did you do? Well, I've never done nothing, but you're getting something, right? Well, yeah, I said, and it doesn't stop. It just keeps growing. Lose the fear. Lose your fear altogether, because honestly, ONPASSIVE is going to open up your world, different things, different ways. Matter of fact, one of the reasons I got up early today is one of the things I've always wanted to do when I retired, which I am, is get in my truck or my car and drive around the United States, because I've not even seen the entire United States. So put that in your pipe and smoke it for a second, that maybe 5 months, 6 months, a year from now, you're going to walk out your front door, you're going to get in your vehicle and say, where do I want to go today? And not have a worry about it. Have no fear about, well, I'm going to go drive to Kentucky and visit my son this weekend. Whew, gas prices, $3-4 a gallon. No fear. That's how you need to think. All right. If you keep thinking negative things are always going to happen. This has been told to us by the greatest people in the world, inventors, business owners, great people, men, women, different colors, different religions, different races, have all said the same thing. Create positivity. Stay away from negative. Yeah, you're going to fall, but use that as a positive. Everyone falls. It's what they say they built their strength on. It's what they said they built their world with. Failing. So the fear of failing is a good thing, because when you do fail, and right now, none of us can fail. None of us can fail. Ash has got all that on his shoulders, and he's not going to let anyone fail. I guarantee you that. But just as you're going into this weekend, try to think about one good thing. Just one good thing that you've wanted to do or you can help. Just one positive thing, and watch how it multiplies in your life. I don't care if it's giving a guy $1 that's standing on the street, or actually picking someone up that is out there. It's getting a little colder now. Bringing them a blanket, maybe taking them to get something nice warm to eat. That's how you start. That's how you start. Explain to them that there's a better way coming, and it's going to help a lot of people. ONPASSIVE will take the fears out of probably 100% of the people, and all they got to do is wait a little bit more and believe in it. All right, because a job at this moment in time in this world, jobs, they're just not secure anymore. You just never know when you wake up what's going to happen, if you're going to even have a job. Think about that for a second. Think about for 1 minute what it'd be like if you woke up today. I think I've talked about this a year ago, and you found out that your job shut the doors just like that. And don't tell me it hasn't happened, because it's happened many times before. Any business out there that makes millions and billions of dollars can shut their doors in a second. And why would they do that? Because number one, they care about themselves. Most businesses that keep things going are doing it because of their customers and their people and their employees. All right, Ash Mafara, once again, took that fear away from us. All I say is check it out. That's all I told people. I know you like me. You've known me for years. You don't believe me, but just go check it out. That's all. There's no fear in checking something out, especially when it's free. All right? Just remember that. Marty Degarmo, back to you, brother.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Once we get going, it's easy to talk because it's from the heart.
Yeah.
Something I wanna bring up to anybody that's watching this that may want to know, why are these people so excited? Why are they on every day? Come find out. Just come find out. If you were invited here by somebody, tell them to give you a link. It's free to join, and come join. If you weren't invited by somebody and you stumbled upon this video, scan that code, and that will take you where you need to go. Just by signing up, just for signing up free, you get 3 products free. an email platform that is AI. You get a trim shortener, which means it's URL shortener, and it also does tracking, tells you where your link went, who clicked on it, what device, what browser they used, what country, what city. It's beautiful. It's like a mini tracker, and you can customize it to you. You can brand yourself just with the link itself. It's amazing. It works very, very well. Social media. The social media site that you get is ONET. And in ONET, everybody's verified and you have freedom. Liberty and freedom inside ONET. And what I mean by that is you could start a club, something you love. You can invite people that in there that have the same feelings about whatever it is you're passionate about. You can talk, you can be free. And the most beautiful part of it all, your name, your email, your data is not sold to anyone. It's private. Your data should be like you. You own it. You don't need anybody using your data to sell it to somebody because you're not getting paid for it. Okay? And that happens outside of ONPASSIVE. Sorry, it happens every day. And to give you a fact, to prove that for you, look at anything you ever looked up on Google or any search engine, then go to Facebook and you'll see that item on the side of the feed. Why? Because that's what they do. They sell your information so they can make money. And they're making not a little bit of money, billions a year, billions. So for coming in free, that's what you get. And right now, you can come in and get OConnect for 14 days free. And I trust me, if you come and see how it works and how much fun it is and what it does and what I'm trying to tell you when I say OConnect, so that you understand, think of Zoom uh, on steroids. Okay, think of Zoom with everything that you don't like about it. This company has it. It's that simple. Just come look for yourself. Anyway, I've got a meeting after this, so I'm gonna have to go. I'm not gonna be able to shout out names. I did post people when they made comments. Love y'all. Tonight at 9:30. We will have trivia again. Men and women are invited. The link will be in the back office, and be there. If you know anything about trivia, it's pretty random. It could be anything from geography to sports and
Don't say
entertainment,
geography. Don't say geography.
animals. Yeah, Daniel. Yeah, and
Yeah.
Daniel, make sure you come back. We're not mad at you, man. We're just messing around. It's all for
Uh-oh.
fun. So,
Uh-oh. Look
oh
at calling me.
no, there
Troublemaker.
she is. No, no, no. She is. She asked the questions. She's the
Yeah.
question person.
This is what we call the questionnaire.
I'm just calling to congratulate you guys on your big win last night.
Oh, thank you
Oh, you
very
know
much.
that hurt, Marty. You know that hurt.
I don't know. She's got a big smile on her face. She's okay.
Did you hear what she said afterwards? Just gonna
Uh-uh.
let you know that's never gonna happen again.
Yeah. Hey, guess what? She's probably right.
Right.
You know, we are putting our forces together for tonight and all of our ammunition. So be careful.
Yeah,
Hey,
you
hey,
didn't have two key players last night. It hurt you. It hurt you girls last night. No, two key players got missing. You done scared them off. We scared them.
hey, Julie. Thank. Yeah, I heard that. I heard that.
Collins man is coming on. Hey, listen. Collins man is smart, but for trivia, I don't know. Michael Williams, you thought was all going to scare you. He got one answer. It's all about the fast fingers, right? Boom, boom, boom.
Hey, Julie. I want to say in front of everybody, thank you for everything you do because it takes time to get all those questions and stuff, and you're doing a fantastic job.
She can't hear you. Did you hear what he said?
And we love your accent.
No, my internet's My internet is messing up. Sorry, I didn't hear him.
He says you're
Yeah.
doing a fantastic job because we know what it's like to try to put all those questions again. And he loves your accent, especially when you say,
Thank you.
especially when you say "karakatikakatur," which is character.
And if you ever have a problem with your accent, we'll get Caroline to go, I don't even know what she's saying.
It's funny. It is good.
I have a great interpreter with Chris.
Interpreter. I know everything you say. Trust me. I can hear. I know exactly what you say. I just like the way you say it. What was the word she used last night that was funny? I couldn't remember. There was 2 words she did, and I thought, oh, I better say that one because I know they didn't get that.
No, and you did right away too. And I think that's what she means. Yeah.
I can't remember, but it's the sun in the Caribbean. That's what it does to you. That's all it is.
But seriously, we'll see you tonight, and thank you so much.
You're most welcome, Marty. Later.
Bye, Julie.
Bye-bye, Julie.
Bye, Marty.
Be ready for a butt whooping. Be ready for a butt whooping.
Don't worry, we're ready. We're ready.
All right. Bye. I hung up on her.
All right, we're gonna go. Thanks, everybody. I gotta go meet with somebody.
All right,
Bye.
we'll see you later.